What's up, everybody? I'm back to Paradise Killer. This will probably be the episode before I start the trial, because I do have some more interrogating to do now that I have a little more intel.
Henry Division.
Let's talk. What the F is up with the slaughter ritual? Citizens don't get to go to the next island until a ritual takes place where citizens are sacrificed to God. Temple becomes awash with blood and psychic energy of the death is directed to the gods by the high priestess.
What?
Don't you think that's messed up? It's the worst part of this whole thing. Perfect 25 should end at no more dead islands. Big effing load of kidnapped citizens though, right? Sounds perfect. Whatever. Okay, well. Found a forbidden tome about demonology in your apartment. What are you doing with it? Are you for effing real? Is this a joke? What the F do you think I was doing with it? Propping up a table. Doing demonology.
Sure.
Who gave it to you? Stranger, we went
I
through this already.
don't like this.
Is this where the memory fails you? Don't get cute. Okay. So we don't have anything to press him with now. I came out here because he was the furthest one, so now we need to press Yuri, I believe the doctor, one of the sergeants, and one last kiss. And that should clean everything up unless they tell me something from the hangout, which may have to make me go back to somebody else. But we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. As I'm literally crossing the bridge. But I want to get as much intel as possible, and then when I'm done with this episode, or however it breaks down, I want to mentally refresh myself on every single detail before I go into the actual trial itself. So, Yuri is the closest. So, we'll go press him first. He's right here.
Yuri Knight.
Got time to chat. What is it? Look like the kind of person that likes wine. I do. Refined drink. I'm able to enjoy expensive wine, better wine. You're fortunate. It helps that I have access to old wines, always a sign of quality. Not always true. Most wines are made to be consumed within their first 1 to 5 years. Trust me, freak, older is better. You're not experienced with wine.
Don't be snide with me.
Not everyone can appreciate wine. It's not for novices or the lower class. You're knowledgeable. Goodbye, freak. Okay. You know why a book that you took from the library was in Henry's safe? Nothing to do with me.
Love dies.
Henry
All
says...
that remains are the facts.
Anyway, Henry says a stranger passed him a forbidden book and told him to keep it a secret. That book is the one that you accessed.
Insufferable.
Not sure you can prove it. If I remember correctly, library vaults only record entry and exit, not what was read or taken. You happen to know that? No, I don't happen to know that. I use the vault to acquire books for Architect. I know the system works because I use it often. Did you access the library vault and give forbidden books on demonology to Henry?
Crime
No.
cannot hide.
You're the only suspect to access the vault.
Insufferable.
That doesn't mean the book came from me. Okay. Now, who's the closest? Probably Jazz and the other one. Okay.
Ha.
Oh, I need to find that one other... There is something I need to do here, actually. That red thing... This is apparently a puzzle. How many do I need? 2? Mysteries revealed. I think they said that they're mostly around and on it. Oh, did I go in here?
Scene investigation.
Doom Jazz's clinic. Oh, that's the murder attack. What was it okay, so it was pointing out that. It says they're on or around the building. Okay, there's probably one up there. Which means I would have to go up to even get it. Because I need one more after I find where the red is. But there's an achievement linked to it and I don't know. Okay, there's one of them.
Key license obtained.
I'm just wondering, is it up or what? No, I don't see one that's up. No, maybe it's over there. What is this?
Scene investigation.
Oh, what? Did I miss this? Forbidden books. I had, okay. It was showing a red thing. Well, I'm assuming it's the last one. Is it right down there? How do I even get to that? It shows that it's like right there. Ah!
Respawning.
It's like right on the edge. How am I even supposed to hit that? That's so tricky. That's... I'm not sure how I'm gonna get to that. I need it though. I guess it's... That's gonna be super annoying to get to. Hold on. So that means... I'm gonna have to fall in like a really particular... God dang it, dude. That's gonna be so hard to reach. Cause it's at like the most annoying spot possible. Like, of course, but... Oh god. I need to get to that ledge right there. Really? It's such a small area, like how am I
Ha.
It won't let me do it here. This is like such a terrible area to have to fall. Oh my god. Okay, let me come back when I get this. Okay, I got it. Of course, right after I friggin'... Oh, I'm gonna not record this. Next try I got it. Bingo.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, that was just extra blood crystal? Really? Well, I guess I have them if I need it. I haven't needed them to this point, but... He's not the one that I... Where's the one that I need to question? Or maybe it was just... Oh, it must have been like crossing the two of these together.
Halt!
Then.
What do you want, sweet?
Don't test me.
Architect comedy and silence.
Can I ask you something? What's the point of these questions? An investigation needs to understand suspects, not just the facts about the
Craft
case.
is its own reward.
What do you want to know? What do you do as the architect?
We have achieved perfection.
I craft and enable dreams. Each island needs to be thoroughly designed. I planned every square inch. It takes centuries. The islands are given physical form by Council of Psychic Will. I transmute that psychic will into physical form. Can anyone be an architect? No. No one has shown an ability outside of the Silence family. Gift was part of the Silent Goat's blessing when the Syndicate was formed. We needed, excuse me, somewhere to live outside the real world. How do you transmute the Council's will? I've never been able to describe it. It's a feeling when I meditate and envisage the island, I'm able to open psychic pathways to a new reality and let the island take shape. Syndicate would be lost without
Craft
you.
is its own
I
reward.
live to serve. Okay. Can we discuss something? Okay, you got a probe. Something concerns me about Witness. Some of us become more complicated as we go on, others don't. I can see it behind his mask. He can't hide everything. Witness believes in gods completely. He believes in our sacred mission. He remembers how the Syndicate used to be an exciting time of unreserved worship and adulation to our masters. He believes we lost our way. He's grown infuriated with Montserrat's. They were like bang dogs in the Syndicate meetings. Witness voted against every one of Montserrat's proposals. Okay, that's consistent with
Ooh, the
the other
investigator is
thing
here.
that somebody said. Is there something else? A man becomes complicated, he often withdraws. Witness is no different. He needed time with his thoughts. His sanctuary was his apartment. Became rare to see him. I wonder what he does up
Sure.
there. Is this privacy more than usual? We almost never see him. He would only leave his apartment to attend a meeting, and it was only to scream religious proclamations at us. Okay. One of the reasons I went to see him last night, I was worried. I needed to know he was fine at the final end of an island. Thank you for your candor, architect. Okay. Okay, so now it put a tick on Witness now. So I need to go down to see Jazz. I don't think the Crying God has anything for me. And I want to triple check that there's no way into that freaking reality drive thing.
Doctor Jazz.
God, it's like a wonderful. The only one that doesn't call me investigation freak. Not nice to call people names. If their name was given to you derogatorily, you may have lived up to it, but you should be careful of the labels so you let stick to you. Sometimes you gotta make the best of it. Sometimes you need pointing in the right direction.
Want to play doctors and nurses?
Positive outlook. Don't let others get to you. You know the Syndicate's self-serving and jealous just like the gods.
I've got all the time in the world.
Glad you're rising
For
above
you.
it. You always go in the real talk. Oh, for real talk nowadays. Not something you want to talk about. Oh. Seems to feel heavy. You're not the one tasked with saving paradise. I'm not the right person for the job
Oh,
you
I'm
are,
glad
though.
to be back.
You're forgiving and forgetting my past. Whatever, we make mistakes and never been tied to bind people to history we change. I'm impressed you didn't proposition me this time.
Wonderful!
I assume you're gonna stop by some point before this is all over. We'll see. You get a comms blackout from the reality, folding drive bursts. Can't say I did, pretty unusual. Third Holy Seal has blood lock coded to council blood.
Hey,
Makes
sure.
sense. Who's got council
I'm
blood?
a professional!
Is this a trick question? Only the council. What if that wasn't
That's
true?
unusual.
Are you asking if someone secretly has council blood? That's a stretch. What about you? Do you keep samples of council blood? Medical reasons, but they're locked down. Could someone have taken
I'm
one?
worried.
They're under high
The
security.
investigator is here.
Anything suspicious? No. Anyone been in the clinic who shouldn't have been there recently?
The island is about to end!
No, I did catch Sam in there, but he was picking up his prescription.
The investigator is here.
Can you check the council blood the samples are all accounted for? Let me pull up the inventory. App takes ages to load. Odd, that's one. There's one missing, but the alarm
What
didn't
the
go
hell?
off. Whose sample? Kafka's.
Got it.
There's an anomaly with Kafka's login to the blood log.
Well, I had no idea.
This is bad.
I don't like this.
You don't need to tell me. Puts you or Sam at the scene.
You've
Ooh.
got this wrong.
I had nothing to do with this. A blood sample from your clinic was found on the seal. You found Sam snooping in your clinic. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe he took the sample and ended up using
I
it.
had nothing to do with this.
It sure as hell wasn't me. Why don't we know who Henry's father
worried.
is? You mean, why isn't that tracked like every other birth? Yeah, you're the doctor after all. When she gave birth, she said she didn't know who the father was. What about DNA? Came up blank.
Got it.
Isn't that concerning? Very. Not a lot that I can
That's
do, though.
weird.
Why did DNA test come up blank? We missed someone and we don't have him reported. I don't think this is important. I don't know how this relates to council
Got it.
murder. What if someone deliberately kept the birth secret? Why would they do that? Someone having an affair they shouldn't be. It's a possibility, but they need high-level clearance or access
This
to you.
is bad.
That's a huge accusation. Did you give... Oh, do you give Sam blood? Yeah, he's got a rare condition. He has no flesh and his skeleton is red. Council approved letting him out of citizen blood that is let in the temple. Developed a condition a few sequences ago. I suspect his body is starting to give out. You were friends with
Wonderful!
Eyes. Miss the old bastard every day. Saved me during the Great Betrayal. We've been close for so long, his passing tore a part of me out. Sorry to ask this, but did you help him hide two birds?
You're joking.
Huh? Among the possessions are two birth records. The identifying fields have been blanked
The
out.
island is about to
You went
end.
snooping around my dead friend's apartment on some bogus suspicion, and now you're accusing me of helping him hide births of children on the
What?
island? We're done. I like you, and I'll help you with general lines of inquiry, but I won't tolerate it. Know anything about killer demons on the island?
I had no idea.
Marshals killed them all, didn't they? No? Okay, so... Witness... Oh shit.
Respawning.
I didn't mean to do that.
Witness to the end.
Wanna chat? Gotta warn you. Life plants.
in the glory of the
They raised us, maybe I can hope to have insight into their brilliance by tending to life myself. If I remember, you were a devoted follower of destroyed Eden.
times are low.
He gallops through the universe with true majesty. My unwavering devotion to him got me through many dark times. He was a light that I could follow. You want to talk about these dark times? Behind me now, old life is gone. I only concern myself with my holy work now. Don't dwell on the past, embrace life and let the gods shine upon it.
The gods are what the gods are radiant.
Sensitive matter, okay. Got something you want to tell me? Things happened when you were in exile. Architect became close and we married. It didn't
This
last.
island is full of
Obsessed with a
sinners.
perfect island, there wasn't any room in her heart for me or the gods. Been reluctant to tell you now, but I'm worrying about her. Her mind is not on the cosmos. In what way? Do you believe that you should be rewarded for your craft? It depends. I mean, but I would say if you do a job, you should get paid for it, so yeah. If you enable other people's success,
This island is full of
maybe you can
sinners.
sympathize with the architect
The
then.
investigator is
She
here.
architects our islands. Without her,
The
we are
gods are
nothing.
watching us.
Work is for the gods. They lifted us up, and we must do the same for them. Personal reward is a sin that pushes us from their light.
Blasphemy!
I fear she's forgotten this. I understand you've become more secretive, maybe paranoid. Who told you that? I don't want to divulge my
You
source.
sinners lie and
Syndicate
scheme.
is full of gossipers that strayed from the path. But what I do is my business. All I wish is to give myself to our God. My personal business is my own. Secrets are dangerous. They can take physical form before you realize. You don't need to lecture me. Were you and Carmelita married 25 years ago?
What?
No, we fell apart a few years before that. Why you ask? Apparently she went in isolation for a year about 25 years ago.
Surely
I
this is a
remember that.
joke.
I have no idea what she's doing now. She loses herself in her work. She said she was working on a project and didn't want to be disturbed.
I don't like this.
Was full isolation unusual? A little, but I didn't pay much attention. The syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern.
The investigator is
Where did
here.
she isolate herself? Built herself little hideaways on the island, places she won't be disturbed. I don't know where it was. Okay.
On the gaze of the gods.
Okay, so I think the only one we can press is one last kiss. Oh, and he's got one, okay. Okay, I'll be back in 5, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna do this. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna press Sam, then do the others.
Sam Daybreak.
Fancy a drink? Ironic.
I'm glad to be back.
Whatever you recommend. Iceball, you had less time, allowed you to savor it for longer, but it was chilled. The colder the drink, the less you taste it. I hope you'll enjoy the pure taste of this blend. Delicious. What are you blending? Night Alone and the Vortex blend. Maybe you can try it next time. No single malt.
Ironic blend.
Blended whiskeys require a fusion of single malts, but on this island I focus on serving blended instead of single malts. It's important to practice all areas of your repertoire, isn't it? What does Lydia drink these days? She enjoys a drink while she paints. She chooses something appropriate to her piece. She enjoys all of the different ways of serving, a lot like you, LD. There's something to be enjoyed in everything. What about the next island? Sorry, my allergies. It's important to breathe a new island in, learn about it, and craft a drink that can only be born on that island. Island gives the drinks much character, don't they? If we make it to the next one. Gotta go, I'll catch you later. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Sure.
Something you want to tell me, investigator. I'm sorry I wasn't truthful. I was holding that flesh for someone. That isn't original, Sammy. Why do you have the god flesh? I was asked to store it for someone. It was a witness.
The investigator is here.
Why did he ask you to store the flesh? Came and said it needed to be stored. He didn't tell me anything else. You just accepted it without any question. I didn't know what it was, did I? He gave me a box set needed to be kept secret for the syndicate, wasn't
Don't
it?
test me.
Didn't strike you as suspicious. Witness as an old friend, you'd do anything for old friends, wouldn't you?
Crime cannot hide.
This is suspicious as hell,
Is
Sammy.
this a joke, LD?
It's the truth. I have no idea. Okay. What were you doing in Doom Jazz's clinic, Sam?
Is this a joke, LD?
What do you mean? He told me he found you sneaking around in his clinic.
Are you accusing me?
We gotta be deliberate with words, mustn't we?
Fancy a drink?
The wrong word choice can darken the truth and cast false light on conspiracy. I have a prescription and I need to get it from the doctor.
Sure.
Prescription.
Fancy a drink?
After Lydia killed me on the battlefield and my body refused to die, I lived on in this form. I think it suits me, don't you? Unfortunately, it's become quite debilitating. A few seconds ago, I began to require regular blood infusions. Where do you get the blood? Ethically sourced from Doom and approved by the council. Every citizen lets blood as part of their worship, and some of that comes my way. Helping the syndicate isn't helping the gods, right? Please check with Jazz, he'll corroborate my story. If you and Lydia want it out, what's the plan for sourcing blood? A lot of blood banks out there. I'm not gonna start killing, am I?
The investigator
You didn't
is
break into a secure container and take a vial of council blood, did you? Not something I would do. Why would I need to do that? You would need it if you were trying to breach the seal. Are you accusing me? We'll see. The blood vial in your chiller has a little letter K on the label where the first name would be.
The facts and the truth are
Kappa's
not the
memory
same.
blood is missing from Doom Jazz's clinic and you were snooping in there. Is there an accusation anywhere in there,
Don't
LD?
test
You know
me.
what the holy seals are. They're secret. How
Got
should I
it.
know? One is a blood lock. Several days ago, the lock was opened by Kafka memory. Sure, council member had business in the building, didn't they? Montserrat decided the council should only enter the penthouse as a group.
When love dies, all that remains
I think
are the
you used a
facts.
blood sample to gain access to the penthouse.
What?
Why would I do that? Are you denying it? Of course I am. I don't know what the third seal was until just now, didn't I? I never said it was a third seal. You did, didn't you? No, I was careful not to. Thanks, Sammy. Oh. That is not looking good for him. Okay. Now who do I have to press? Witness and her and one last kiss. Okay.
Ha.
I know it's a lot of back and forth, but considering that they're revealing information on each other. Okay, that one doesn't. Yeah, so witness is the only one that has one. Okay. Over here. Oops. He is. Where's witness? Okay, witness is that way. I always get tossed up. The buildings do kind of look the same, other than the color. Okay,
Witness to the end.
oh, I can do another hangout. Want to chat? Same thing. What was it like growing up in the Chaos
The
Palace?
gods are watching us.
Character building, insane network of twisting geometry. Didn't see the outside world until I fled the Syndicate. Oh, for the Syndicate with Ezekiel. I had no concept at the time, gave me a unique perspective on the world. What took you to the palace? Not sure most people will want to be there. Enslaved as a child, crying grudge swept through Persia, and I was put to work in the Chaos Palace. Palace was insatiable, it grew without check, and we had to feed its hunger day and night.
The end
What
times are
happened?
looming.
It was sacked during the Great Betrayal. Humanity stepped out of the light of the gods and stepped in sin. Great monuments to the holy benefactors were torn down. Chaos Palace was reduced to rubble and then used to build Alexander's city. Palace should never exist again, but I despair for what we've lost. I sometimes think we all live in our own chaos palaces.
gods work in
The gods can lead us
esoteric
out.
ways.
Okay. Why'd you give Sam a piece of god flesh to hide?
Surely this is a joke.
What did he tell you? You
Of
first.
course not.
I need somewhere to store it. I'm worried there are people in the Syndicate that would sabotage my research.
What?
Who? I have nothing
Sure.
concrete. And why? Awful nickname, Perfect 25. The desire for perfection now. They don't want someone proving the council wrong. So you didn't use it with Sam to breach the fourth holy seal. This is the first I've heard it being used with the fourth seal. We'll see about that.
The gods are displeased.
Okay, so I don't know if I can do the hangout with him again, but
You reunite.
okay, I can.
make me laugh.
Can we make this the last time? Have you ever been in
Don't
love?
make me laugh.
Love doesn't offer anything, constrains ambition, it blinds you to your goal. Love can make you understand more about yourself and
What
others.
business
I
is it of
understand
yours?
myself just fine. Some of us are rulers and the rest are meant to be ruled. The world is simple, freak. You people could confuse yourself with love and affection. It dulls senses and stops you from achieving
I
excellence.
have a bad feeling
If
about
you
this.
open your heart, open your mind. Goodbye. Max level. Okay, so I can max it. He didn't tell me anything additional, but maybe other people will.
Ha!
I got a trophy for that too.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
Got it.
Architect Carmelina's violence.
Can I ask you something? What is it? How can you be sure the next eye won't be perfect? No certainties in architecture and design, both nebulous and subjective. We can never be sure that the design of the next island will be
The
perfect.
investigator is here.
Why are people calling it Perfect 25? Mind always looks for reassurance, something concrete to hold on to. The world is chaotic and people crave respite.
We have achieved perfection.
We believe we've solve the problem of demonic corruption. The Syndicate seized upon this as a sign of success, a sign of perfection. You think it will be
Craft
perfect.
is its own reward.
As close as we come to it, the Syndicate has so many problems with the islands. Our work is always undermined by the threat of demonic corruption. Sorry. We can't do our holy work while our home rots around
Sure.
us. Can the Syndicate cope with 25 fails? It won't
I'm glad
fail.
to be back.
How
Hypothetically.
dare you?
Concentrate on your investigation. Let me worry about perfection.
I have no idea what you're talking
Okay, there
about.
we go. Probe.
I have no idea what you're
I
talking
wasn't
about.
truthful. Witness used the bunker for an illegal study of demons. Ooh. You want to find all he could for the sake of the island. Ever since the beginning of Syndicate, zero tolerance on demons. The missed knowledge frightened him. He trapped a killer demon and experimented on it. Haven't set foot in there for years since before he started. Where did he get the killer demon? He trapped one. Killer demon would die when Island 24 ceased to exist. Henry's demon had already done irreparable damage, and this one wasn't going to do any more.
Got it.
What about Witness? Wait. So wait, it was Witnesses? Okay, yeah, it was Witness. Okay. I put it on my mind we fell apart and each other's matters became private again. Yuri claims the folding drive caused the comms blackout. Something that can happen with the reality fold drive.
This is nonsense.
Why are you asking me? Drive is operated by Masahiro, but none of the representatives are left on Paradise. You're the architect, I thought you might know something. Can't help you with specifics, but there have been instances of drive causing blackouts.
Sure.
Did you experience it? No, they're localized, so that is to say it didn't happen. Performs a burst to power each island. It throws a lot of radiation particles in the air. If Yuri was a patch of radiation, it would have caused a blackout.
I have a bad feeling about
Do you
this.
think it's convenient that it happened around the time of the murder?
I am the leader.
To you, that's what I'm trying to work out. Yuri's a member of the Syndicate. You do well to focus on the suspect. No. Tell me about the message you sent to Kiko telling her to leave Grace alone with Henry.
I beg your pardon?
I got no idea what you're talking about. Got a
Do
copy
your
of it.
job.
This is fabrication. I have no authority over Kiko. I can't order her to do anything, much less break procedure with something so
The
dangerous.
investigator is here.
Why did she step out of the room and leave them unattended? I have no idea. Architect, when did your marriage with the witness
I
end?
have no idea what you're talking
What
about.
are you acting? Working on something, I assume you'll cooperate. About 9 years ago.
Ooh, the investigator is
You
here.
wore the ring. Of course, what is this about? Thanks. Can you tell me about the panic room experiment?
What?
Where did you hear that? People talk. Abandoned it out a long time ago. It was designed to be a bunker of sorts. My plan was to dot them on the islands in case of attack. Syndicate members could hide in them. Okay. So that, I'm assuming, would have opened something with Witness. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go to One Last Kiss until I have all this squared. Because she has the demonology and everything else. Like... I knew I was going to be doing this, but it's a little longer than I expected. Because of all the back and forth. I'm doing my best, guys.
Witness to the end.
Again, what do you remember the great betrayal? I understood what salvation is. Married to another inhabitant of the palace, beautiful woman, but she chose heresy with gods. I don't blame her. Troubling time, world change. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. Refused to abandon heavily the masters to chase me throughout the chaos palace, determined to take my life.
The gods are ready.
Ezekiel found me to find a way to get out of the palace. We were attacked and we were free. We had no idea what daylight or time was, but we knew we had to find the remaining believers. Wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the syndicate. Now you only work for the gods. Syndicate's work is holy work. Without the syndicate, gods would never rise again. There's a balance, however, is equal. Save me, now I have to save the syndicate.
That's weird.
How are you going to save it? Too many of us have forgot the ways that Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time you did a full
The gods are
prayer?
radiant.
Now we'll evangelize these values on the new island, bring us to light. In order for that to happen, you gotta do your job and let us not do social calls until the next island.
What?
Okay, the truth I find might involve you, witness.
Times are looming.
Servant like me has nothing to fear, whatever, dude. Okay, there we go.
Is this a fact?
Witness, I have testimony you were
trick.
using the secret bunker for demonology.
I don't like this.
Who told you that? Who do you think? Whatever you think you know, you don't. It works out for holy masters. This has nothing to do with the murder of the
Got it.
council. Found a killer demon inside the penthouse with the victim's blood all over the claws. You think you're onto something, but you don't know what you're talking
Paradise
about.
feels
Why don't you tell me?
wrong.
If you think you have some wild conspiracy, you gotta prove it in a trial. I won't talk any further about this. Of course you won't, because you're hella guilty.
Other gods work in esoteric ways.
Okay, now, how would I get to her quick? I'm trying to get there as fast as possible, but you know what? Okay, just for the sake of getting to her quick.
One more gift.
No demonology. Got time to chat. Are you worried about blinking out of existence when this island ends? What a wonderful bedside manner. If you do your job, then I have nothing to worry about. My killer will be brought to justice. I can be laid to rest. Are you hoping for an afterlife? Heaven, hell, eternal paradise in the cosmos, or endless suffering in whatever degenerate hell the gods have devised isn't something to worry about. It can't be helped. Well, if there's no afterlife and you spend your life hoping there is, what a
Are
waste.
you happy with your
You believe in
tools?
the afterlife, investigator? I would like to, but truly no. Life is to be lived, not spent waiting. Bravo, you did it.
That's weird.
Isn't it heresy to not work towards heaven with the gods? Just because something is heretical doesn't mean it's wrong. Besides, you can do the work of the gods without being burdened by the worry of heaven and hell. Attachment leads to suffering. Trust me, I have a unique perspective on this. Did you experience calm blackout? Very convenient for it to happen last night, wouldn't it? I think whoever told you that is lying. Okay. You know anything about the fourth holy seal? I know it requires godliness to get
That's
through.
strange.
How do you know that? As a spirit, I can go places others can't.
Sure.
How can someone get through it? Find out how to become close to a god? What about
The truth
Henry?
is all around you,
What are gods and
investigator.
demons when you get down to it? Aliens from a different universe. How could the syndicate differentiate between a demon and a god? What if that's the flaw in their plan? Could a demon get through the god seal? Could it?
The investigator is here.
Know anything about demons on the island? I was wondering when you would encounter them.
What the hell? Mystery
Them.
awaits.
I've seen a lot of things, watched people do a lot of things. Have you heard the rumors? Secret demonology research room run by someone that shouldn't be. I heard them. Secret in the dead zone, but there's a problem with it, isn't
Got it.
there? Dead zone's off limit. You need the correct key, and you gotta be
The
logged.
truth is all around
Precisely,
you,
but what if there was
investigator.
another way to get in? A tunnel. What tunnel? Do you like to drink? A nice wine on a summer's evening is the best bar in
Mystery
town.
awaits.
Behind the bar.
Don't test
Okay.
me. What mysteries are sure.
Witness going where he isn't. Daybreak is very naughty boy,
Oh, I'm
isn't
glad
he?
to be back.
Witness have been using the tunnel behind Sam's bar to get into the dead zone. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm so frustrated with your little way of talking sometimes. You know anything about the third holy seal? Who could get through
What
there? A
mysteries
special
are
lock
around us?
requires an unusual key. Okay. So... that looks like it's completely cleared out. Then I might have to do the relationship bonding next episode to see if they squeal on each other on anything else, but I'll do that and then I'll probably start the trial next episode once I get a minute to refresh myself on everything that's happened. But I will see you in the next episode, guys. Till then, take it easy, stay safe, have a wonderful day or night, and I will see you in the next one.